Today we are having a look at GenRize. GenRize Cinematic Metaverse, a Metaverse experience accessible to everyone. So before we head into this awesome project, I want to have a disclaimer out there that this is definitely not financial advice, and I am not a financial advisor. I'm basically your token reviewer, your website reviewer on the internet. You should always do your own research before you invest into anything that I'm showing you guys. And with further ado, let's head into this video. GenRize has an extraordinary vision and an extraordinary tale for you guys, and it's all in the metaverse and the next gen of the future. So first things first about GenRize. Their goal is to forge their first saga on the Ethereum blockchain, a story that can be referenced and retold for years to come. A cross-platform ecosystem, Metaverse should be accessible to everyone. That's what they believe in, no matter the platform. You can interact with the GenRize universe in VR on browser or mobile. Their immersive VR experience features diverse environments known as worlds. Each one operates independently and has its own rules and distinct style. They have an awesome white paper which you should definitely check out, which we're going over in a second. But first, I want to have a quick glance at a little bit more about their whole VR vision. So basically, if you don't know what VR is, it's virtual reality. Basically, they are leveraging the power on the Unreal Engine 5, which is the latest version of the popular game engine, offers an incredible suite of tools that are sometimes underutilized in production. So basically, having a modular world system in GenRize allows them to not be bound by a singular gameplay mechanic or stylistic look, which basically means that the potential is endless. They have a quick overview of the technologies that they are exploring. MetaHuman, MetaSounds, Nanonite, temporary super resolutions, and much more. You can find that all in their white paper as they are explaining everything very thoroughly as what that exactly means. There will be having a upcoming tech demo, so you should definitely want to check that out if you are already interested in what they have to offer. Set to be released after the seed sale, which ends in 18 days, give or take, on when this video actually goes live. So you can participate in their seed sale as of today, give or take on when you're seeing this video. They already have sold over 6 million tokens so far. Interested users 6,500, which are basically interested in this project. Days left 18, as I said. If we scroll a little bit down, you can see here, participate in the seed sale, unlock a preview of the upcoming world. They also believe in a fair start, so with this seed sale to participate in the development of GenRize Cinematic Metaverse, only 1% of their whole token supply will be available for purchase. As they say here as well, these funds will be used for development of their proof of concept tech demo, which is also upcoming, which is the first step towards building a sustainable metaverse, all unsold on Rise. Basically, their native token will be allocated towards the next sale. They have a nice layout of their tokenomics. Initial supply is 15 billion, but keep in mind, sale is only 5.4 billion. Rewards will be 3.9 billion. Operations will be 4.5 billion, and the team holds 1.2 billion. As of so far, they're very early into the roadmap and they have a massive plan for the future. GenRize is one of those projects that actually left me astonished with all of the reading that I had to do on this project. And I don't even think I accomplished to read everything and have all the research myself. So I definitely might have to go back to this project once again once they have more updates, because this is looking very promising in my opinion. But let's get over where we are right now. So phase 1 starseed in progress, as you guys can see. I want to say really quick that the website is looking amazing. The people that are behind this project and are behind this website definitely know what they are doing and doing it great. Alright, seed sale to fund development of a tech demo. You can basically see here Lunar World that showcases some of the Unreal Engine 5 technology that is intended to be used in the future GenRize worlds. Keep in mind, this token will be on the ERC20, so on the Ethereum blockchain. This being a relatively small scale phase, only 1% of the GenRize tokens will be sold at their lowest possible price. As I said, in their phase 2 there's a lot more happening. Assembling the Explores proof of concept tech demo release, which is huge for them. Production starts of the browser meta game, and then their pre-sale actually starts. So first they have their seed sale. I will go a little bit in depth more later on, but basically they have a seed sale, then they will have a pre-sale 1 and a pre-sale 2 at some point as well. So basically with their pre-sale 1, 10% of their supply will be sold at a reduced price, last chance to join in before release of the meta game. So quickly before we go any further into the roadmap, I want to basically show you guys what this all means. Phase 1 is their seed sale, which we are in right now. After this seed sale will be the pre-sale, as I told you guys. 18 days left of buying the seed sale. The current price is 0.001 cents. After those 18 days, the price will go up to 0.003. So you guys can basically see that the sooner you are into this project, the more you gain out of your investment. You can buy the seed sale with USDT, USDC, and Ethereum, of course. As they make a disclaimer here as well, only 1% will be sold during this phase. Display your nickname. Also, if you buy more than 1 million RISE tokens, you can inscribe your name or nickname on the altar, a permanent structure in their upcoming world, which honors our most supportive members, which is basically just a cool little thing for their loyal investors. Alright, so now back to the roadmap, as there's way more to explore. Basically in phase 3, interdimensional singularity, release of the browser meta game as a minimal viable product, early access of course, because there's a lot to tweak around and there's a lot to develop in this project. RISE can be immediately utilized in the minigame, and trust me, the RISE native token, basically the token that you're invested in, will be coming in handy into their whole metaverse, as you can be buying in-game stuff as well. Players work towards a common goal to unveil the first official world in GenRize, ongoing revenue from the metagame sales as well. So in their phase 4, Brave New Worlds as they call it, after the successful launch of phase 2, so keep in mind, after the seed sale, after the phase 1 and then their phase 2, production will begin on GenRize worlds in parallel with the web-based metagame. The first official GenRize world will be available to explore in beta, showcasing the core gameplay mechanics. Phase 5, Beyond the Time and Space, release of the first world will mark the beginning of pre-sale 2. 10% of the tokens will be available for purchase, and the production continues. And not only that, in phase 6, Ignition is the last phase for now. The browser metagame ends in early access phase and fosters a stable player base with a functional economy. So this is when they accomplished a stable ecosystem and a player base. People are trying their new metaverse out. A solid pipeline has been developed for continuously stable output of VR worlds. Final presale before the official release of everything, their token and their whole metaverse. The last 50% of the available tokens will now be sold. And keep in mind, as I said before, every time they announce a new presale, a new phase, it will be more expensive to buy RISE. So the token will be up and your investment will be worth much more. So keep that in mind. Obviously, I want to make this disclaimer: the token and the project has to succeed in order for that value actually to be anything for the investor himself. So keep that in mind. Last but not least, on their website, they want to disclaim, stay ahead with their exclusive newsletter. There's 6,503 members so far. You can basically join for yourself. The only thing you have to do is enter your email. So you can enter your email and you will be up to date, as they disclaim as well. There's no spam. Future events and essential updates such as tech demo launch, private and public sales, new world releases, and major announcements will be delivered to you. Alright, so that is basically their website, but it doesn't end there, as there's way more to explore. I will leave a lot of that to you guys, otherwise this video will be way too long, but there's so much more to discover, and I suggest that you guys will do your own research. So a couple of these highlights are designed and developed in Unreal Engine 5, obviously VR supported for those that have VR, in-game market and NFT trading with that token that you just bought, if you did. ERC20 token used as an in-game currency as well. I also have some other good news. All the team tokens are locked. You can check that out for yourself, but that is basically a little bit of safety for the investor themselves. If you want to know more about MetaHuman and photo scanning, definitely go check out their white paper, as they will go into detail about everything that they're using into their metaverse. They also have a pitch deck, which is basically going over the story of this project and their vision. So if you want to have a deep dive into this project and you want to know everything about it, I would highly suggest you just read all of that. It's very interesting. It has a lot to offer and it has a lot of flavor. So that is not it. They also have a economic paper. What I like about this paper, basically it says players are incisive to join their efforts towards a goal to unlock interdimensional singularity. This monumental event marks the unveiling of the first fully playable VR world in our expensive metaverse, showing you basically that they cannot do this alone and they need your guys' help, and only together they can make this token, this project, truly shine. So basically, as a conclusion, they are setting the foundation for a fully fledged metaverse economy. Achieving this ultimate goal, bear with them as there's a lot that comes into play, but I truly believe in this project and in the team behind it, as they are absolutely knowing what they are doing. So I have like good hopes for this one, and this is definitely a gem that you want to look out for. So with that all said, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed GenRize. Definitely go check out their Twitter and their Telegram, as you don't want to miss out. And if you have any questions, I would highly suggest you join them and ask some questions, and then I'll see you all in the metaverse. All right, peace guys.